Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. How these two teams remember this season will be largely impacted by what happens here in the Gator Bowl. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Guys?
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So North Carolina's offense as they take control of the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road.
He's going for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on 4th down?
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business.
Well, the ball carrier really showed up for his offense there, right? Down in your own end, within your own 10-yard line, you need someone to step up and make an explosive play happen. You got to make people miss and give yourself some room to work and operate and really get this drive going. He did exactly that.
On the move. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Draw play, it's Payne. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside, but look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Craig. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First play of this drive. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Drops back on first down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback keep. Powers through the defender. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Edwards. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Down he goes.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in this space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Looking to kick defense.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. The play fake. Out wide right, it's Thurman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Sends it back in motion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Second and long here. In the backfield, it's Small. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there. They created a negative play.
3rd and long coming up. To the air, it's Craig. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
From the red zone, it's Payne. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Good, strong tackle.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They go to the draw. Spins away from the defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the back. On play action. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Play action on first down. A little release to the back. Lowers those pads. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the team.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looks as if he's going to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They want to throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Craig. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's a draw. Quick spin on the line. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh setter down's going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Fires on the move. Hauls it in. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Left side is Chip. Nice move, creates some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Back to pass, it's Craig. Turns it upfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires on the run. Makes a grab for a big play. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it back to him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Under pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires quickly. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snags it. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And as the clock runs out here in the second quarter, this offense happy with the lead it has built, and they'll go to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Pulls it, fired complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Long way to go on second down. Selling the fake. Throws quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Craig. Makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Payne. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Dwyer. Got room at the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. A strike downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Craig. He's got it! They will score! Touchdown, TCU! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finds his man on the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab down the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. They put the brakes on him.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Working the ground game. Hard running there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Out wide left, it's Ship. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And the Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Churns into the pile. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Looking down the middle. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and...
Caught, and he's got room. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Drops back. It's Craig. They're all over it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Run ends there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got his man. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. In traffic, it's one. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throws it off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Well, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Left side is Ship. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hands it off. Makes one man miss. Got him right there.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's It's an easy situation on third down, and shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Sets his feet. It's Craig. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Rush is on. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
With the catch, it's Scott. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Off play action on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Pass to 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Sees an alley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Edwards. The throw. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Powers inside. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Second and long here. They go to the counter, and he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to pass, it's Craig. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
1st down, he'll keep it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. Gets the back moving. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Edwards. That one just came off his hand badly.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Past the 6. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it on the option. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway, the defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Looks it in. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Edwards. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Snags it, and he's open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Turns it upfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Rush right in his face. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, UNC! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Snags it over the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where, can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind the pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went